Hey guys, good morning. Morning everybody. Welcome to our morning note in our video. It's a new month, March 2nd. Rocking and rolling. Can't wait to get started. Let's do this thing. All right, so overnight was pretty wild, to say the least. We opened futures yesterday at 6 p.m. Down about 450 points, almost 500 on the Dow. And then we were still down about 1%. Around 8 o'clock, we started bouncing a little bit. We had some really weak Chinese PMI data come out around 8:45 last night. The S&P was still down 1%. And then overnight, we started drifting to green. Right around 3 o'clock in the morning, I see that the Dow was up 400 points, the futures. And then we come crashing down 80, just about 10 minutes ago. Down 100 about 5 minutes ago. Now we're up 161 points on the Dow. So grab the Pepto. It's going to be a wild ride. Be a wild ride. But I just want to show you a couple things here, guys. On E-mini futures, which is the S&P, I talked about this with our team. The bull traps, 3, 4. So this is 4 consecutive bull traps, even above the 200, and we fell back down. We're back down to the 200. So this is the 5th bull trap, or we're really going to break out here. I mean, it's just really anyone's guess here. I mean, the hope of the market is that we're going to get some kind of emergency rate cut by the Fed, right? So that would have boosted markets overnight, but it actually fell. So I don't trust this bull market yet. I'm going to make it clear. We need 2 consecutive days of green closures in the S&P, in my opinion, to be out of the woodwork. We're not there yet. Futures are up, good, but we can fade. So again, we don't know what's going to happen. Again, just be vigilant, see what's going to happen. But again, the main thing is that the Fed and central banks worldwide are saying a global synchronized rate cut. We haven't had that since 08. So again, if that happens, again, we could see markets pop, but then they could fade too. So again, a Fed rate cut doesn't cure anything. So just keep that in mind. It may just boost confidence, I guess, and cheapen lending. For the most part, you could borrow money cheap. Right now, the bond market is, the US 10-year was down about 1.04%, the lowest in history. Now it's at 1.09%. So it's just been an absolute wild ride. So, I mean, I'm just sitting back and watching right now. I have a couple of positions open, a couple of put positions, but I'm watching. They're not expiring until Friday. So to me, I'm not even sweating it. Just watching the movement. Okay, so a couple of things pre-market that are moving. AMD was actually downgraded, and it's up 3%. Apple was upgraded by Oppenheimer, up 1.68. Tesla, up 4%. Twitter, Jack Dorsey is out of Twitter. He used to be the CEO, but he's still the founder. Down 7.26%. Microsoft, flat. Carnival Cruise Line, again, more coronavirus fears, down another 6% today. Moderna, good volume, up about 2.2%. Nvidia, up 1%. Gilead, up 1%. Micron, up 0.5%. So you could start seeing that the semiconductors are kind of bouncing. So it could be a play. If you're bullish on the market and you think we're going to get a recovery, Apple would be good to look at, and AMD, Nvidia, and Micron. But AMD would probably be on the cheaper side, and they're actually better off in a sense. But for me, for AMD to break, I still want a little more. I would say around 49 or 48 to break. 48, I'll start taking a look at the options, and then we could target 50. If we break 50, then 52 would be the target. But again, that'd be the one I'm looking at for a breakout. Apple is my next one. Apple, I want to really tap 290, guys, just to really confirm this move. I don't want to get faked out. We've been faked out before, so just be very careful. So again, these are little things here and there that I'm seeing. But again, we're up 200 points in the Dow now. We were up 400 just a couple of hours ago in 3 in the morning, and then we faded down to red, down 100. I mean, it's an absolute mess. I think it's just algorithms just fighting each other. 9:30 is going to be an insane open. I don't know what's going to happen, but again, don't rush into anything. Let the market take its shape. We're not out of the woods yet. You need 2 consecutive green days in order to get out of the woods. Just a heads up. Okay, let's answer some questions this morning. Grind Harbaja, is gold going with the market or against the market? It's very interesting to see. The Fed cutting rates puts, but we actually faded again. So again, I'm only $2 away from in the money, and I have it for Friday. So I want to hold that. Again, any kind of sell-off we get, people could sell gold as a profitability and cover those margin calls. If the market starts rising, I guess, in a sense, then GLD is going to fall anyways because it's risk off. So it's more of a safety trade. So you kind of have that both scenarios going. I like gold long term, but I'm short it short term. But that's where we are. I mean, I am going to take a look again. Same thing. I'm not reinventing the wheel. Anything that's short, you're going to the downside puts. I'm going to stick with IWM. I'm going to stick with Qs. I'm going to stick with SPY. Anything upside, I'm taking a look at Apple. I'm taking a look at AMD today. Those are the twos I'm looking at because I know they have the most volume. NVIDIA will be a little more expensive. We could take a look at that. Again, it's semiconductors. NVIDIA needs to break 279.15 for me to get the breakout. And then if I get out of those, I'll probably get into the 285s, maybe the 290s. 295 would probably be the gap fill on that drop on the 21st. So that could be interesting. MU moves as well. I remember MU was just around 62 recently. Now it's at 53. That gap fill is right around 56. If we break above 55, I can start taking a look at MU. But those are the only ones I want to look at for right now. Let's take a look at Square. Dorsey's out, obviously, but he's still the CEO of Twitter, but he's still the CEO of Square. 83.37, not really much moving pre-market. You need to get above 86 to do anything. What about oil? OPEC to do cut production. Oil to me is the energy I'm staying away from. Again, they can cut production all day, but they can only cut production to zero. And you still need oil. These countries don't stick to the production quotas because they need to pay their budgets. So they can only cut so much because they still have to sell some. So I'm staying away completely out of oil, to be honest with you, energy companies, unless I'm shorting, because I don't think oil is going to bounce back at all. So that's where I'm at. Okay, let's see what other questions we got today. Let me get out of this thing. There we go. Qs, again, I want to see if we get a break of that 100-day moving average around 211. Let's see if we get there. On SPY, I have some puts, but again, that 300 level has been defended and fell. 302 looks to be the ceiling. If 302 breaks, then I'll go ahead and take a look at some calls. I don't think we get there, to be honest with you. I think that with the talk of the Fed cutting, now it's 100% priced in, guys. 100% priced in. We're going to get 50 basis points in March. The markets should be soaring more, in my opinion, than where we are now. So to me, I'm still bearish short term. Again, long term, that's different. But short term is what I'm looking at. But yeah, this has been a wild ride in futures, guys. Just a wild ride. Absolute insanity. But this is your opportunity to make money. You want to capitalize on these kind of moves. All right. Any other questions this morning? I just got to get back with my team just to get over everything. All right, so no other questions. I guess a quick morning note, huh? All right, well, I guess we'll leave it there, guys. Again, if this is the watch list, if you're going short, Qs, IWM, SPY, let's not reinvent the wheel. Long, anything long, upside. Apple, NVIDIA, and AMD are the ones I'm looking at. And of course, you can take a look at Qs and IWM and SPY too. So those are the ways to go. But those are the ones that move the most. XLU does not move in options, but they're a great defensive trade long term. I own XLU. So that's where we are. Have a great rest of your Monday, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the morning note. And let's make it a great Monday, guys. And Happy New Month.